We are driving up this crazy, narrow, winding road up this side of this mountain. We've done like a whole bunch of switchbacks to get up here. But yeah, this road is sketch. Our first gravel road in Faroe Islands. Oh, this is not great. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Just Go Travel. We are still here in the Faroe Islands. We have been having an amazing time exploring these beautiful islands, checking out all the amazing landscapes that you really can't see anywhere else in the world. It's been really awesome, a really unique place to visit, and definitely a place that you should have on your bucket list. It's amazing. So we're kind of winding down here. We got 2 days left here in the Faroe Islands, and we're gonna go and explore a couple more places that you can't get to by driving. You gotta take ferries to get to these last two islands here. And yeah, we're gonna spend the next couple of days checking those out, and we're on our way to one of them right now. We're on our way to a ferry terminal where we're going to leave the car because you can only go to this island during this time of year on foot, so they don't allow cars to go over there just because it's kind of a really small island and they don't want it to be just absolutely filled with tourists in their cars. So we're on our way to the ferry terminal now. Join us for that. It should be a solid couple of last days here in the Faroe Islands, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. Alrighty, we are at the ferry terminal. There's already a big group of people waiting. Got myself a hot drink because it's pretty cold this morning. But yeah, let's do this. So we have made it to Kalsoy Island, and yeah, the ferry experience was not as expected because the ferry that we were going to take broke down, so we had to wait for like a smaller one, and it ended up being like 40 minutes later than we had expected. And now that we're on Kalsoy, the bus schedule, like we kind of missed the bus that we were supposed to take because of the ferry being late, and we don't know when the next one's going to be. So there's this big giant group of people here now. We're all waiting for some sort of answer, but we're not sure what's gonna happen because, yeah, like according to the online timetable for the bus, there's not gonna be another one for like 3 hours. So hopefully they have sort of accommodated for the ferry being late and stuff, but we'll see. Not sure what's gonna happen. Nice, there is a bus.
As we set off on the bus towards the northern part of the island, we started to realize why cars aren't allowed here. This narrow single-lane road is the only road on the entire island, and there's no shoulder, so it would basically be impossible for there to be tourist vehicles on this island.
Alrighty everybody, so we have finally made it to the tip of Kalsoy Island. A lot of confusion getting up here for sure. Got on a different bus. They had extra buses running to accommodate for stuff like that. But now we are finally here, and yeah, it's been a long day already. We haven't done anything. But our plan is to hike up that mountain and go see a really cool lighthouse at the end of the island. And hopefully there's a view. It's a little foggy, but we'll see what happens. Let's do this. Alright, so I believe Kalsoy Island is one of the most remote places here in the Faroe Islands. It's got a population, I think I read, of like 80 people. But yeah, let's see what this place has to offer.
The Kallur Lighthouse, situated at the very north of Kalsoy Island, sits on the edge of a gigantic cliff with a huge vertical face that is seemingly carved out of the mountainside. It is a stunning location and was also featured in the 2021 James Bond movie No Time to Die. With these breathtaking views, it's easy to see why this is one of Faroe Islands' most picturesque landmarks. Alright everyone, we are making our way back to hopefully catch a bus. This was really cool.
Yeah.
Mike threw up the drone. It was a little sketch.
Totally.
There was
so much wind.
Yeah, there was a couple other people that were trying to do drones as well. There's like a mini one and we were all like, hopefully.
That won't survive.
But it did.
Yeah, it's crazy when it's that windy and your drone's giving you all these error messages saying you shouldn't do this.
Well, and it's literally like going like this in the air and you're like, how is that a clear image?
The lighthouse at the end of Kalsoy Island, really cool, guys. It's nice, like as many people as there was, it still feels like it was such a trek to get out here that it just feels really, really remote. And yeah, we really enjoyed ourselves. But we're gonna head back down to that town, catch another bus, hopefully see one more thing on this island before we head back. So let's do it. Alrighty, we are at our final location here on Kalsoy Island. And there should be a waterfall just at the end of this path here. And what? A seal woman?
There's a special seal woman.
Oh, like a statue? Oh, interesting. Hey, there it is.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
She's fake.
And there's the statue.
The Seal Woman is one of Faroe Islands' most famous folklore tales. It's a pretty long story, so I won't be able to tell it here, but it's about a seal that could transform into a human for one day every year. But she gets kidnapped by a man from the local town and ends up putting a curse on Kalsoy Island. It's a pretty interesting story, so I highly recommend you check it out.
Nice. Yeah, check out how beautiful it is here. The waves crashing against the shore, next to a waterfall.
And the majestic seal woman.
Yes.
Alright everyone, we were on the bus coming back to catch a ferry, and turns out you're supposed to book it.
Yeah, I mistakenly read that you only had to book the ferry one way and it was free to go back, but I guess that's a different ferry or something. As we started getting into the line, we started realizing that everyone else had tickets for this one except for us.
Well, not except for us.
There was a whole other group that also did it. But yeah, now we're kind of stuck here until the next ferry, at least like another hour or so, and we're both like freezing. Yeah, sometimes this is just what happens when you travel. So now we're just waiting here at the dock for the next ferry to arrive, and we're just, yeah, we're pretty over today. We want to get back.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. All right, we got ourselves a tea and a coffee.
We caved.
We caved and bought a little something.
Cheap, but
yeah, but these are lifesavers right now.
Well, and we had some cash.
Yeah,
so.
might as well use it.
That is hot water. Very hot water.
That's good though.
Yeah. He doesn't have sugar. Alright, we booked it to the car. One, because we're freezing. Two, because we are actually trying to make it in time to go to a gift shop that closes in like just under 40 minutes.
It takes at least 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah. So
we gotta really push.
Are hoping that we get there because there's a cute little ornament that I think I'd like to get. So yeah, cross our fingers.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be
Welcome to our last day here in the Faroe Islands. We're at a ferry terminal today, and we're about to head off to our last island here in the Faroe Islands. We're heading to an island called Suduroy. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, it's gonna be an all-day thing. because the ferry we're on 2 hours each way. Yeah, so it's pretty long, and the ferry coming back is not going to be until like 5:30 in the afternoon. So we're going to be there all day, but there's a lot of cool stuff to see.
And there's one like major hike that you guys probably would know if you Googled Faroe Islands. There's this like funky bridge that you can cross. So we're gonna go do that trail, which is at the north. And then there's a scenic drive between these two towns, and there might be a couple other like lookouts and stuff. So it's not super strenuous, which is nice. Yeah, good way to end off our trip.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing a crap ton of non-stop walking. Hopefully today will be a good day, ending off our trip here in the Faroe Islands with a bang. And yeah, it's always interesting seeing trailers here in Europe because they're most of the time being towed by vehicles that like don't look like it can handle it, because this looks like a small little crossover SUV kind of deal, and it's towing this trailer. It's got to be at least like 25 feet long. But it's actually because most vehicles here in Europe are diesels. Yeah, so they're just way more powerful in terms of towing.
The ferry that takes you from the main island to Suduroy is about what you would expect. It had the regular amenities such as comfortable seating and a restaurant. It's interesting to note that ferry travel between islands is heavily subsidized by the Faroe government, and it was actually very affordable in comparison to what you'd normally expect for a 2-hour ferry.
All right, everybody. So welcome to Suduroy Island. We just got off the ferry, and they weren't really serving food this early on the ferry, so we didn't really eat anything, and we were starving. So we stopped at this gas station and got these hot dog roll things. But we're on our way now to our first hike, and yeah, it's gonna be on the north end of the island. Like Dana said earlier, it's got this really cool iconic bridge that you can go take some photos at. So we're gonna go do that. But yeah, we're gonna head there now, and we'll see you guys there.
Welcome to the final hike here in the Faroe Islands. Yeah, hopefully this one is nice. Also, this trail seems to be free.
Oh yeah.
I read that it wasn't, but...
Oh really?
Well, I thought I read something, but maybe I was wrong.
Break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full.
Alright, I think we're coming up to viewpoint number 1 before the bridge. So, let's see.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta fall.
Alright, we are done at the viewpoint, and now head to the bridge. It's all the way up there in that gorge. So we're gonna go up and around this mountain and then to the bridge.
I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are proof of.
Alrighty, everybody, we made it to the bridge finally.
That was scary AF.
Yeah, that bridge, it looked really, really cool, not gonna lie. When you walk on it, it's like swaying in the wind. It's not built very well. Definitely worth it. Got some cool shots. That was awesome. Great last hike here in the Faroe Islands. But as you can tell, we are freezing. Back to the car, get warm, and continue our exploration of Suduroy Island. Okay, apparently we went the wrong way because this tunnel is closed. Did we go the wrong way? Okay, we are driving up this crazy, narrow, winding road up the side of this mountain. There's the town below us. We've done like a whole bunch of switchbacks to get up here. But yeah, this road is sketch. But apparently there's a cool view at the end of it, but we'll see. Oh, this is like gravel. first gravel road in Faroe Islands. Oh, it's not great. This car is definitely not made for that. We're almost there.
Are we?
I think so. 1 kilometer it says. Alright, we survived and I think we're here.
Oh, that was very sketchy.
Yeah, there's park anywhere here, I guess.
Holy frick.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah. Cool.
You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine.
Alright everybody, so we are back at the ferry terminal waiting to head back to the main island. We did try to stop at one more lookout before we finished here on Suduroy, but
of course,
yeah.
we end in fog just like we started.
Yeah, so if you guys remember our first episode here in the Faroe Islands, we started it with this awesome hike going up this mountain, and the hike started great, but by the time we made it near to the top of it, this giant cloud of fog just rolled in, completely covering everything, and there was no view to be had. So pretty funny how the way we started this trip is also the way that we ended it, because yeah, at that last lookout point there was nothing. So
We waited for like half an hour
Yeah.
and we're like, hey, it's not changing.
yeah.
And then when we drove back, the whole rest of the island was covered in fog. So
Yeah.
I guess, you know.
It's just the way it is, isn't it? But I'm glad we were still able to see some of the cool stuff earlier today, and coming to this island wasn't all for nothing. But anyways, guys, I think we are going to call it for this episode. We had such an amazing time here in the Faroe Islands. It was awesome getting to explore everything that this amazing group of islands has to offer. This place is really, really cool, and you guys should definitely check it out if you ever get the chance. So what's next? We are about to get back on a plane tomorrow. We're gonna head back home, but you know what? As always, our adventures aren't over. We have a lot of plans once we get back. We're gonna sort of get back into the RV. We have a lot of stuff to fix on it and kind of get it back into really good shape after our full year of travel with it. So we're gonna be concentrating on that. After that, we have a lot more adventures planned for the next year. We'll save that for
Other video.
Yeah, for other videos, but definitely stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for sticking along with all our adventures so far. But with that, guys, we are going to sign off here from the Faroe Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mike.
I'm Dana.
We're Let's Just Go Travel, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure.
Woot woot.